Dear students of English literature, today we are going to study poem 2 from class 10th UP Board Village Song that is composed by Sarojini Naidu. Students, we will study stanza 1 and 2 in this lecture 1 English version lecture. Students, before we begin our stanzas, let's come to know about the poetess a little bit. Sarojini Naidu was born in Hyderabad on February 13, 1879. Her father was Agornath Chattopadhyay and Barada Sundari Devi was her mother. Sarojini Naidu passed her matriculation examination from the University of Madras, then took a 4-year break from her studies because of some reason. In 1895, the Nizam Scholarship Trust, founded by the 6th Nizam, Mir Mehboob Ali Khan, gave her the chance to study in England. Students, this poem, The Village Song by Sarojini Naidu, is one of the greatest pieces of Indian poetry, showing the Indian motherhood and an approach by an Indian girl to her married life, you can say worldly life, and spiritual life. The entire poem is in a dialogue form between an Indian mother and a daughter. Students, in this stanza 1, you see this stanza is filled with questions from the mother to the daughter. Daughter, who is a distracted mind, mother addresses her as her honey dear child. The mother is pleading her daughter not to run off from this occasion of her marriage, but the girl is not happy with this bond to the worldly pleasure. Students, she is unwilling and she is not happy. Don't know with one reason. Maybe she is tender aged, or she is growing child, or she has childish behavior. Maybe she is a special sense like a saint with profound wisdom by which the daughter replies to her mother. Let's understand what mother says to her daughter. In this stanza 1, mother addresses her girl child as honey child, as her dear child, and says, honey child, whither are you going? Here mother addresses her girl, her daughter, as a dear child and asks where she was going. And she is very surprised as she is not attracted to her marriage. And at this mother asks, would you cast your jewels all the breeze blowing? Means, are you too neglectful that you are avoiding your all the jewels which are related to your marriage and are very beautiful? You are leaving them uncared. You are leaving them in the breeze blowing, means you are leaving them without care. Would you leave the mother who on golden grains has fed you? Now the mother puts up a question that is very emotional. She asks her daughter whether she has no value for her mother, whether she is not ready to look back on the care, on the nourishment given by her mother in difficult position, in difficult situation, or in her childhood, whether she has forgotten the first morsel given by her mother to her mouth. And in the third question, mother asks, would you grieve the lover who is riding forth to wed you? Means, if she does so, if she goes from there, her bridegroom will become very sad. Her bridegroom will cry. Is she ready to do so? Mother mine, to the wild forest I am going. Students, the first 4 lines is written in first stanza, and in these next 4 lines, mother mine, to the wild forest I am going. From this, the next stanza begins, and in this next second stanza, the daughter replies to her mother like a saint with profound wisdom. The daughter says that, mother mine, My dear mother, to the wild forest I am going. She is giving the reply of her mother's question, where you are going. Now the girl is replying that she is going to the forest. Whereupon Champa bows and Champa buds are blowing, and now the girl is giving the reason why she is going there. She is going there because there are Champa and other flowers who are giving the pleasure of nature. That's why she is going there. This may be the answer of the place where she was going. She was going to the forest. She was going to the garden of Champa and other beautiful flowers. Students, in next answer, the girl says, to the coil hunted river isles where lotus lilies glisten. And she emphasizes her answer, telling her mother she is going where coils are haunting, where coils are singing in sweet songs, near the isles of the river, where lotus lilies are glisten, and there are beautiful lotus flowers, and these flowers are blossoming very sweetly. The voices of fairy folk are calling me, oh listen. Now addressing her mother, the daughter says that she is going to the nature. She is attracted to the nature, and she thinks nature is the place where she can find the real pleasure of life. And these voices of fairy folk, students, you may be asked a question, what do you understand by the voices of the fairy folk? The voices of the fairy folk means the sounds of the forest, where you can listen the natural chirping, the sound of the blowing air and wind, and the sound of the rustling leaves. You can say all the sounds coming from the forest are called fairy folk sound. Students, I hope you have understood this stanza well, and please keep on watching stanza number 3 and stanza number 4 in the next lecture, and please like and share and comment. If you have any problem, you can ask in comment box, and please subscribe our channel Oracy Classes of English Language. Thanks.